Our next stop is, whoa, wait a minute. I'm right here because this is Tom Jameson's time to tell us about Phantastique Communicators. Tom.
Yes, I want to tell you about Phantastique Communicators, and even if we can't spell, the name of our club starts with a PH, we can do a lot of other things really well. But before I do that, I want to talk about this is a great example of the method and the madness of the theme for the evening, because we had a number of things we thought about doing that, and that was that maybe these clubs could find some people that are interested in joining them. That's one part. Maybe people will get some ideas about things to try in their own clubs. And we have some things that we do in Phantastique that is something, and you saw some examples during each of the presentations on issues, either for your own speeches, for themes for your speech, or themes for a club meeting. Make it totally spontaneous, or later on, make it a debate. But anyway, Phantastique does a fantastic job of evaluating. That's our great claim to fame. We have a number of qualified speakers that belong to the club, a number of past district governors that belong to the club, people who have had a lot of years of experience in the club. And I know that Ed comes by there once in a while, and imagine being evaluated by a accredited speaker. That's a pretty special experience. But every speaker that speaks and gives a speech at Phantastique Communicator gets a full round robin evaluation and an individual evaluation. And so they say when an evaluator speaks, it is only their opinion. But this time you get the opinion of the entire room of experienced and polished Toastmasters. In fact, I think in the room we've had a number of people who won district evaluation contests. And one of the things that we try to do is to invite those people seeking their QS to stop by there on their final meeting before they go and give their qualified speakers attempt at Speakers Bureau. So the meeting meets once a month for about 2 hours, and it meets on Fridays at the no longer existent Bob's Big Boy. So we will have to see where we meet in the future, but right now we're meeting on Zoom and expect to do so for a while until it's legitimate for us not to. But we always invite those people seeking their qualified speaker. I think at least half of all those that have achieved their QS in the last couple of years have gone through there first before they go on to give their presentation. And so this is an idea that you might want to take back with you to your club once in a while. I know for years, many of the clubs that I've participated in, they usually do a round robin evaluation on their speech contestant before they go on to the contest. So when you're sending your speaker on to international competition or humorous competition or tall tales or whatever it is, suggest that you might want to give a round robin evaluation to them so they can listen to all those suggestions. Now, as I always tell people who are going into contests, well, you don't take all the suggestions because, my fun story about that is giving a humorous speech to a club that didn't laugh at all and ended up winning district humorous speech contest. So you never know whether the opinions are going to be right. You want to listen to, if you see a consistent opinion, then there's something you want to watch for, post evaluation for. But Phantastique Communicators has been meeting for quite a number of years, focusing on evaluations and helping others to become better speakers. And Connie, if you have anything else to add, you also belong to Phantastique Communicators, and if you have anything else to add, I don't see Bruce has been the stalwart holding our club together, Bruce Campbell, and I don't see him in the audience to add his 2 cents, but Connie, any 2 cents to add on Phantastique Communicators?
No, I think as Tom stated, that the round robin evaluations are valuable, and still you get your written and your oral evaluation from an assigned evaluator. But this would be also a place where not only the qualified speakers, but those that are planning to head out and speak in other venues before other groups. Tom and I have recently been sending a lot of speakers out to Kiwanis or Rotary clubs. And if you're planning to speak before a group such as that, coming to Phantastique Communicators or standing ovations would be a place to be able to practice a longer length speech. So it's definitely of value. And I've heard people say, wow, this is so valuable to hear what people say about a presentation, because you may focus in on one part of that presentation and then somebody else thinks of something completely different and you think, wow, that's amazing. I didn't even consider that. So it really is educational, both the speeches and the evaluations that we hear in that
Better to
round
hear a
robin
number of
format.
opinions rather than just one.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's it.
that'll do it.
Okay, that'll do it, he said.